Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us, overthinking. If you've ever found yourself trapped in an endless loop of thoughts, replaying scenarios in your head, or worrying about things that haven't even happened yet, this video is for you. Stick around as I share a powerful story and practical tips on how to break free from the grip of overthinking. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Daniel. Daniel was an ordinary guy, but he had one habit that held him back. He was an overthinker. Every decision, big or small, felt like a monumental task. Whether it was choosing what to say in a meeting or deciding what to cook for dinner, Daniel's mind would spiral into a maze of what-ifs. One night, after a long day at work, Daniel lay in bed staring at the ceiling. He replayed a conversation he had with his boss earlier that day. His boss had said, "We'll talk tomorrow." That's it, nothing more, nothing less. But to Daniel, those 4 words became the catalyst for hours of mental gymnastics. What did he mean by that? Did I do something wrong? What if I'm getting fired? He tossed and turned, his mind racing. As the hours dragged on, his imagination took him to worst-case scenarios. By the time his alarm went off, he had barely slept. He dragged himself through the day, exhausted and anxious. This cycle went on for weeks until one weekend, Daniel decided to clear his head with a hike. He drove to a nature trail outside the city. As he walked, the sounds of birds and the rustling leaves started to calm his mind. There, surrounded by nature, something clicked. He realized that his surroundings were in a constant state of flow. The river didn't stress about its path, it simply flowed. The trees didn't worry about losing their leaves, they just let go. Nature wasn't overthinking, it was just being. This moment of clarity hit him hard. Daniel sat on a rock, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. For the first time in a long while, he felt present. The noise in his mind started to fade as he focused on the sensation of the wind against his skin. From that day forward, Daniel made a conscious effort to stop overthinking. He started with a few small but powerful habits. 1. Mindful breathing. Whenever he felt his thoughts spiraling, he'd pause, take a deep breath, and bring his focus back to the present. 2. Journaling. He started writing down his thoughts. Getting them out of his head and onto paper helped him see things more clearly. 3. Setting boundaries with his thoughts. He dedicated 10 minutes a day to worry time. Outside of that window, whenever a worry popped up, he'd gently remind himself, "Not now." 4. Embracing uncertainty. Daniel learned to accept that he couldn't control everything. Instead of fearing the unknown, he started seeing it as an opportunity. Over time, Daniel felt a weight lift off his shoulders. His sleep improved, his anxiety lessened, and he found joy in the present moment again. His boss's "we'll talk tomorrow" no longer triggered a mental storm. It was just a simple statement. So, if you find yourself trapped in the maze of overthinking, take a step back. Go for a walk, breathe deeply, write down your thoughts, or set boundaries with your mind. Remember, like the river and the trees, sometimes the best thing you can do is to let go and just be. If you found this story helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more calming and motivational content. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep finding peace in the present moment.